Viewers of RBC TV around the world, I welcome you, and I have a guest here, Honorable Agook Makur, the Deputy Minister of Finance and Economic Planning for South Sudan. Welcome, Minister, to the RBC.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so my first question is, when did you join your current party?
Yes, I joined my current party after the removal of government in 2013. If you are aware, at that time, yes, after the crisis take place in 2013, I joined IO, but I'm not going to the bush. I joined.
Yeah, you didn't go to the bush.
Yeah, in that time. Yeah.
So you joined it politically. So you were active politically. Ah, that's good. Okay. So now the IO, what is now IO, has throughout the history has so many names. It was Nasser, and then Sim, independence movement for South Sudan, and then now it is IO. So and it came out of the SPLA. So now after the independence, what is the difference between IO and what is called IG now? What is the difference now in terms of vision and because the difference of the defection of Dr. Riek Machar to form Nasser faction that time was the SPLA used to go for New Sudan, which is not for separation according to their announced policy. So, but after independence, what is the difference between the two? I consider them like factions of the SPLA, SPLM. They are two factions of the same party, with the evidence that they still hold the name SPLM. So, what is the difference now in vision of the two parties?
Yes, indeed, the SPLM-IO and SPLM-IG are the same, are SPLM. But the crisis or the differences start within the party.
Yeah.
If you remember, the party sit before the defection of IO to discuss the issues among the parties.
Yeah.
For example, some of members, the leaders members, talk about the reform within the SPLM.
Yeah.
And the rest are refusing that reform. So this is the start differences between IO and IG. And if you look now as IG and IO is looking for reform as agenda. Our agenda is reform. Yes, the idea is the same. It is the same principle. IG and IO, it is the same principle of SPLM, SPLM-A are the same. But the different, we are looking for reform, and the rest, maybe they are not looking for reform.
I get that. Okay.
This is the big
what example, Minister? What example of those reforms?
Yes.
In your view?
Yes, the reform, for example, and even now we are accept the reform. Even IG now, they accept to looking to reform now. Because in this agreement, if you look the chapter 4 or chapter 5, it is a chapters concerning reform. Reform of institution. Reform of, reform of even constitution. Reform for many issues among the country. In term of education, we need reform. In term of judiciary, we need reform. In term of health, we need reform. In term of anything, they need reform. Yeah,
that's good.
Now, even the IG accept, even the IG, because we are signed the agreement, means that now IG and IO they accept this agreement, and this agreement looking for reform.
Okay. Isn't Minister? Isn't it the name IO? Is it not an irony that it's called IO, which means in opposition, and you are in the
Yes.
government?
Yeah.
What do you say about that?
You know when we go to negotiate in Addis Ababa in 2014.
Yeah.
So we are coming as we're coming as SPLM, and also the IG come as SPLM. So the mediator, talk to us, to at least to differentiate two party or two group. We are one party in two group. So they say those group outside supposed to give you the name, and this group inside supposed to give a name. So group inside given a name of IG because it is SPLM in government, and we by then we are SPLM in opposition. So this is a way of name.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So what is the state of cooperation between the partners, the peace partners, IG and IO? Because what challenges facing you now as partners?
It is a good question now. It is a good question. We need to convey a message for our people outside and inside. The first challenge is now of this agreement is a political will. It is the first challenge. We need a political will for the among parties of this agreement. Second, the challenges we face now is the challenges of financial to implementation of this agreement. And you know, these partners or these international countries are not supporting this agreement by financial. These are another challenges. And also the third challenges, as you know, this the oil sector we depend, because even now I'm a deputy minister of finance. The revenue we get, it is through oil sector or through non-oil sector. And now the oil sector after crisis, and even the oil now is dropped down. The prices of oil is not like before. So maybe now is around the barrel around 40, 45, 35 like this. And also we even this money is not coming because already we given this money for others before the formation of government of unity government. These are another challenges. The challenges also is concerning this COVID-19, and also this COVID-19 is blocked our country. After the formation of government, we're facing this COVID-19. So now we are facing challenges of no money. We are facing challenges of political will. We are facing challenges of no supporting internationally. We are facing also the challenges of COVID-19 and the rest. All these are the challenges. This not let us to implement the 110 activities mentioned in agreement. As you know, there is 110 activities supposed to be implemented. These 110 are divided into two. 57 supposed to be implemented before formation of government, and 53 during the formation of government. And now if you look, 57 we are not implementing up to now because of what I mentioned before. And now, yes, indeed, the partners of this peace agreement, they are interested to implement the activities of agreement. But because of these challenges, maybe we are late now. And if you look, remain for us maybe 1 year. Supposed to be 1 year now, from now, 1 year and a half. And this 1 year cannot enough even to implement all the activities mentioned in peace agreement.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Agook Makur. I see one of the challenges facing you as well is defections from this party to that party, and defections from that party to this party. Why is this happening? Are they induced by you guys? Are you both active, trying to get people defect to you from here, and then the other party is doing the same? And how is that going to help cooperation between you as partners?
You know, this defection,
Can you please answer this question in one, just like in 1 minute? Yeah.
Okay. The defection of two parties, whether from SPLM-IG or from IIO, the main reason is after formation of government, because most of political people, they need to get a position. This is one case. If you lost, you are not getting a position, whether in IG or in IIO, you prepare yourself to defect. This one. There is other people defect because maybe they are not following the principle of that party, or they are not believing of that principle after he joined the party, whether in SPLM-IG or in SPLM-IO. Maybe this is another reason. But this second reason is not big reason. The big reason is a position.
Okay, thank you, Minister. Okay, my first economic question is, now this is a budget time, right?
Yeah.
It's a budget time.
Yes, it is a budget time. Yeah.
So what was the most important item in your budget for 20? This is 2021.
21, 22.
22.
Yes.
What is the
now today I'm going to economic cluster to present the new budget of 21 to 22.
Yeah.
And the importance of this budget, this time it is a budget cover the peace agreement, because this peace agreement, they need supporting budget, they need money. This one. And also even our salaries. Our salaries is very, very low. So in this budget, we need to increase our salary, at least to maintain our life to our people. Because you cannot going to buy something in market, even your salary cannot buy this item. For example, the item of food item are very high now in prices. If you compare with the salary, it's totally different. So now in Ministry of Finance, we are looking at least to overcome, at least to get a way for a good life for our people. Yes. Okay. And even the Council of Ministers discuss this issue. Yeah.
What about, okay, now about salaries? There are salaries, you are in salaries in arrears. So are you going to pay off the arrears?
Yes, because to benefit for our people in entire South Sudan or outside.
Yeah.
When this government formed in 2020 in March, when we come in, we get our arrears internally like 7 or 8 months without pay. Outside, mission outside, around 21 months without pay. So when we come in Ministry of Finance, we design to pay these arrears. After we made a negotiate with the World Bank and IMF, the IMF convinced to give us the money for paying arrears. And now we are start to pay arrears. Now remain for us inside like 2 months or 3 months arrears. And we promise our people until July, the end of July, we are going to clear all arrears inside. Concerning the arrears outside mission, also we are work hard also to clear. Not in July, but we are working also to clear. And now in our Minister of Finance, we do our best to pay monthly by monthly. And so we start now. So we pay the month of, for example, April, and we are going to pay for arrears. We go to pay for May, we are going also to pay arrears. So now we are going well.
My last question is about your performance in the ministry. Both of you, the minister and you, the deputy minister, there is a lot of complaints about the way the procedures in your offices. That people say things are approved and they are not paid out. Things are also the way you sign, the approvals or documents. People say there are too many colors of the signing, and each one means something. Means don't pay even though it's approved, and so on. or delay or 5 months or so on. And some people say now some have been approved for a year and they haven't been paid out. 6 months, 5 months. So can you talk about that?
Yes, I can agree.
Is that true? Is it happening?
Yeah,
and why?
I can agree with you. Yes, I can agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you. There is a claim, the Minister of Finance, maybe since 2014. Because of no money, the claim can take 1 year and then he can go back for renewal. So yes, indeed, there is now there is a people have a claim since 2012, 2014 without get their pay, especially for those who have medical issues. Now, in Minister of Finance, we come with a policy not to approve anything until we confirm there is a money there. If there is no money in our policy now, yes, indeed, before there is a policy for approval without pay. And now we are coming with a new policy. Me and our minister and the whole ministry with our undersecretary. We cannot approve any paper without sure there is a money there. So now in our time we are start, because yes, before we are coming, yes, there is many claims without pay. And now we are prepared to pay for those who have a claim. Yes, indeed, there is not enough money for covering the whole claims, but we are starting step by step until we are covering. So I need to confirm for our citizen not to be worried. If you have paper in Minister of Finance is open for anyone, especially my office. It's open for anyone to come and to get their claim. And we are discussing with him. If there is a way for pay, we can pay. If there is no way, we can promise him. This is the way now in Minister of Finance.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Minister. To clear the arrears, as you said, can you assure the public that that will not happen again? That yes, the salaries will be paid on time.
In our strategy, the Minister of Finance, after we clear these arrears, we are not going back for delay. We are going to pay month by month.
All right. Thank you so much, Minister.
We are looking beyond. We are not looking for paying salary only. We are looking for beyond. We are looking for to review the salary, and this is the order of Council of Ministers. And now we are going to implement. Soon we are going to implement after we clear all the arrears. Maybe you can listening or you can get a new style for salary.
Thank you, Minister, for your time. Despite your busy schedule, I hope to meet you again, and thank you for giving RBC TV a time today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to you. Thank you.
Okay.